If you're tired of having to export your ClickUp tasks manually, or you want to create or update tasks in batches, I've got the perfect solution for you. It's a Google Workspace add-on that I've built that's called ClickUp to Sheets, and it lets you keep your tasks between ClickUp and Google Sheets in syncs 2 ways, which means you can bring in your ClickUp tasks and then you can edit them in Google Sheets, and then they'll be updated back to ClickUp. On top of that, you can also create reports, export users, and export timesheets. Let's get started. I'm in Google Sheets right now, and if you go to the bottom right of Google Sheets, there's a side panel right here. And if you click the plus button here on the right, Get Add-ons, you can actually install Google Workspace add-ons to your Google Sheets account. We'll search for ClickUp in the search bar right here, and there'll be ClickUp to Sheets popping up in the first results. That's the Google Workspace add-on I've developed, and you have to click install, and from there it'll prompt you to install it and to connect your ClickUp account. So you have to click continue, and then you have to allow some security features, and then it should install it. Once it's installed, you'll click next and done, and that should appear on the right panel in your Google Sheets account. So we'll click the ClickUp to Sheets icon, and you have to click connect ClickUp. Now, I have a business plan on that account, but when you get started, it will give you a 7 days. After those 7 days, you can decide to subscribe. So I'll click Connect ClickUp, and from there, I have to select my ClickUp workspaces. I've skipped this step because there are some client workspaces right there, but once you get that little success message, all you can do is leave the first tab and get back to Google Sheets. From there, you have 2 options. You can either synchronize lists or views. The first thing we're going to do is synchronize a ClickUp list. So I'll get back to ClickUp and show you how it works. Here we have a list called Wayne Enterprises in my agencies workspace, delivery space, and ongoing folder. So I'll have to remember that hierarchy level and then go back to ClickUp to Sheets and bring that list up. So I'll click Sync List and select the workspace, space, and folder that I need to find it. So I went to the agencies workspace. From there, I'll pick the right space. So that's the delivery demo space. And then we'll pick the ongoing folder that should pop up. So we'll pick ongoing. And finally, we will select the Wayne Enterprises list. Once that's done, I have a few options. First thing I can do is enable two-way sync, which means that when you create or edit a task in Google Sheets, the updates will apply back in ClickUp. So I can enable this if I want to. Then I can choose to synchronize my tasks daily, which will bring the updates every 24 hours and not manually by clicking update, which I'll show you later. Then I can decide to create a report. It'll be a scorecard of my project status. We'll enable this. Then I can choose to color my ClickUp fields, and I can include a few settings from ClickUp. So I can include the description, the custom fields, the closed tasks, or the subtasks. So as you can see, every single sync is very customizable. You can only bring what matters, the essential. Maybe you can disable everything if you need to do it just one time, or if you want to keep it in sync 2 ways, you can enable everything and have the full options of a ClickUp to Sheets sync. So we've enabled all the options, and I'll click Start My Sync. And because I've enabled two-way sync, I'll get this little window prompting me to confirm my sync. And I recommend you to confirm that first and to make sure that you're not doing anything sensitive, because it's quite sensitive to create or update tasks from Google Sheets. Obviously, there can be some data sent back to ClickUp. So this is just a little disclaimer. So while I was speaking, as you can see, ClickUp to Sheets has created a tab for my list sync and another one for my report because I've enabled reports. So you get 2 tabs in your Google Sheets account. You can delete the default one if you want to, and then all you have to do is wait for the sync to be done. It takes a few seconds, and then as you can see, every single task has been brought from ClickUp. We can just verify this by having a look at this one, for example. We have a task called Collect Client Information with a description in an urgent status with an urgent tag, etc., etc. What I'm going to do is hide the description column. That way, everything will be a little bit more laid out because descriptions can be quite long, so you will not see the whole data. And as you can see, every single task has been brought from ClickUp. So let's have a look at this one called Create Meta Tags. It's open for the 21st of March. I'll get back to ClickUp and we'll have a look at this one. So I'll go as separate tasks and look up for the one called create and add tags. It's right there. The due date is 21st of March, and it's actually been brought as is to Google Sheets. So every single task has been brought in. So you'll find a replica of all your ClickUp tasks in your Google Sheets in under a few minutes. So from there, we have a few options. You can get back to the home page, and I'll refresh the ClickUp to Sheets extension, and it will show me my existing sync. So it will tell me you have a sync called Wayne Enterprises. It's been synced at 1:12 p.m. And then from there, it'll be synced every single day, which means tomorrow at the same time, you will bring an update of those tasks to Google Sheets. We can also update our ClickUp tasks from here. I'm going to show you two things. We can create a new task. So I'll add a row at the bottom, and I'll call it simple new task example. And I'll put it a in progress status. I can say maybe it's like 1st of March till 1st of April. And it's in an urgent priority, and I've edited those fields. Now, every single field that's in purple is editable. The others are not editable. In the future, there might be some new editable fields, but it really depends on what the ClickUp API lets us do. So this is a new task example. And before updating my sync, I'll add a task update example. So what I'll do is I'll rename this one as task update example. And I'll put a start date, a due date, and a priority, because it doesn't have any for now. We can verify this in ClickUp. It's actually called schedule test sync. It's here, and it's completely empty. So we'll add some info. I can actually bring back the description, and if I want to, I can add task description example. And then once that's done, I'll go to that gear on the right in ClickUp to Sheets, and that will let me update my sync. So I can change the settings if I want to. For example, I could disable field coloring, I could disable bring description or the close tasks or stuff like that. Let's disable bringing the description, for example, and click update sync. So what will happen? It will confirm the two-way sync again, because this is a little bit of a disclaimer again, and it will clean out the sheet. It will bring in all the data back to ClickUp, and we should see all those updates in ClickUp, and then it will bring back the data to Google Sheets in under a minute. As you can see, it's brought those tasks back. We have our new task example and our task update example. And if we get back to ClickUp, we should have our new task example and our task update example. So they just popped up, and that means they've been updated from Google Sheets to ClickUp. Next, we're going to have a look at the report. So if we get right here, we can see how many tasks we have in that list. We can have an idea of the estimated time, of the time spent on this project, and we can get some interesting KPIs on the workflow health and the best practices on this list. So as you can see, it'll give you some color cues to know if you're using your ClickUp properly. It tells you the project progress, how many days you spend on average on a task, which means what's the average time between a task creation and task closure. Next, you have the percentage of unassigned tasks, the missing time estimates, missing due dates. It just basically makes sure that you're using ClickUp to its best practices, and it shows you if you're not. So we can see, for example, that we're pretty good at setting due dates in that list, but we're not so great at assigning those tasks and estimating them properly. Having a dashboard like this helps you get some insights on your ClickUp list or your ClickUp view, because you can also synchronize views in ClickUp to Sheets. So let's have a look at how it works. We'll get back to ClickUp, and we'll get back at the folder level and say I want to synchronize everything that's in the this week view. This week is basically a view that has a filter on the tasks that have this batch custom field set to now, and it'll bring every single task from all those three lists. So not only can you bring a single list to ClickUp to Sheets, but you could potentially bring a whole space, a whole folder, or the whole ClickUp workspace for a backup or for an export to then bring your data somewhere else. So let's give it an example at this ongoing folder level. We'll get back to ClickUp to Sheets, and then I'll click Sync View. Now you have to select first the level you want to sync. So this view is in a folder. So pick the folder level, and it is actually in the agency's workspace, the one I've showed you, and it is in the ongoing folder. So pick up all the views in this folder and it will tell me which one do you want to bring in. So I bring the one called this week, the one we just saw, and it tells you if it's a list view. Once you've done those selections, the settings are pretty much the same. You can make your syncs two ways. You can sync your tasks daily, you can create a report, you can color your fields and bring in description and custom fields. Now you can't really select if you want to bring subtasks or closed tasks, because this is actually determined by your ClickUp view settings. And as you can see here, we're bringing in subtasks as separate tasks, and we included closed tasks. So this is what determines those two settings in the case of view syncs. Let's get back to Google Sheets and then start our sync. So again, it should take a few seconds to bring in our sync. As you can see, it's creating our list first, the ongoing folder this week view right here. And then it's created our dashboard right here for the this week view. All we have to do is wait a little bit and we'll have the same interesting insights, but this time not on the list, but on a whole view. So it took a few seconds and we have now our 24 tasks that we have in our view right here in our Google Sheet. So we have the brand discovery meeting, collect client information. I can verify this right here. Brand discovery, collect, update, send, web agency, etc., etc. So all those tasks are running right here. That is perfect. And from there, if I refresh ClickUp to Sheets, I can also obviously update this view sync. It actually tells me it's a view sync. If I go to the gear, I can tweak the settings as well. I can enable two-way sync if I want to, etc. So that's it for tasks synchronization. That's the main feature of ClickUp to Sheets. Now let's have a look at the two remaining features of ClickUp to Sheets, which is exports of time entries and exports of users. Let's start with time entries. So in ClickUp, there's a feature called timesheets. You can see it right here. And it's actually based on the time you track on your tasks. So if I track some time on any task, whether it's automated like this by clicking the timer, or manually by just setting a few hours on a task and saying this is an example of a time entry. I can even add a label if I want to and say like done, say it's billable. Okay, so if I edit those time entry settings in ClickUp, it should pop up in the timesheet. But the problem is, even if I go to all timesheets, there's no option here on top to export this. You cannot really use this data anywhere else. It's interesting as a manager. You can even do approvals now. You can have a look at who spent how much time on what, and that's super cool. But I would love to be able to see this data in an export in a sheet to be able to use it later to create a report around it if I wanted to. So it's very simple with ClickUp to Sheets. Let's export all the time entries for the past 2 months, for example. I want to show my time tracked for the whole agency's workspace. So I'll pick the workspace level here, and then I'll pick the agency's workspace and I'll set it, say, from the 1st of January till, say, 21st of, okay, let's say 1st of February. Maybe it's better. Then you have a few options. You can synchronize your billable time, or you can create a report. We'll only click create report. We want to bring in the non-billable time as well. So I'll click sync time tracked, and then same thing, it's going to create my sheet and it's gonna structure it the way I need to be able to see all my time entries for the month of January. So as you can see, it's done. It's brought in every single time recorded. It's telling me what's the task it's been recorded in, who has recorded the time entry, what's the start time, the end time, how long it's lasted. Basically, it's bringing every single data. It also tells you in which space, folder, and list it is. Now, you can see right here, because we've picked create a report, that we can also have some insights on how long we've spent on tasks in January. So we've spent 11 hours, out of which there's 2 hours of billable time, and a section of work on average lasts half an hour. And then we can see some interesting charts. So we can see how long we spent per week. This means we worked much more in the first week than the next ones. Obviously, this is a dummy project. Then we can see how long we spent per space and then per list here above. Then the time spent per list over all the spaces as a ranking. So we spent a lot of time on this Wayne Enterprises list. Then the time spent per task, you can see the active hour per user, the billable hour per user, the work patterns, whether we work in mornings or evenings, or at least like record our time in morning or evenings. And basically it gives you some interesting insights about time tracking as long as you use that feature in ClickUp. Now, I love this feature. I'm going to wrap up with the one last feature that's pretty handy with ClickUp to Sheets. It's exporting your users. And why do you want to do that? Because by creating a report around your users, you can get some interesting insights. So say we create a report for this agency's workspace and click Sync ClickUp Users. So if I synchronize my ClickUp users, it's going to create a sheet as well. And then it's going to bring in all the users, their email, who's invited them, whether they're joined ClickUp, which status they're in, and it's going to give you some interesting insights as well. So here we have a workspace and we have 8 total users, out of which 100% are using ClickUp. So 8 users are using ClickUp. We have 1 inactive user. So this person basically hasn't been using ClickUp for the past 30 days. That's what this insight tells you. And then it tells you guest opportunities and pending invites. So guest opportunities are users that have a different domain from the owner, and instead of being members, could be free guests. I love this feature because it lets you save some seats on your ClickUp plan and therefore save some money. And then you have the pending invites, so you can know who hasn't been joining ClickUp yet. In this case, we don't have guest opportunities and pending invites, so our ClickUp user invites are basically optimized. So it's a real interesting insight to see if you're actually optimizing your ClickUp workspace usage. Next, we can see the percentage of guests, of members. We can also see the user adoption by status. So who's active, who's inactive. That's quite useful. And this is the last feature of ClickUp to Sheets. Now, as you can see, ClickUp to Sheets can really be a time saver for exporting your ClickUp data, batch updating your tasks straight to ClickUp, or creating new ones with the two-way sync feature, or having reports about your time or your usage. This add-on can save you hours from exporting or backing up your data from your ClickUp workspace, and it's available on the Google Workspace Marketplace. Now, if you want to access, there's a link down in the description where you can have a look at what ClickUp to Sheets does for you, get access to the add-on from the Google Workspace Marketplace by clicking the link on top. And then after your 7-day trial, you can subscribe on one of the plans. So there's 3 plans available. The starter plan at $7 a month will only let you synchronize 3 lists or views. The Pro plan at $16 a month will let you synchronize as many lists or views as you want. And it also enables scheduled syncs, syncing time entries, and syncing users, which are the 2 last features I've shown you. And the business plan at $29 a month, you can basically bring in as many views and lists as you want. You can synchronize your task on schedule, you can bring in time entries, the users, and you can synchronize 2 ways and generate reports. Those are the 2 extra features you have on the business plan. So generating the reports that I've shown you and having the 2-way sync. Now, ClickUp to Sheet is on a discount at the moment that I'm recording this demo video. So for now, the Pro and the business plan are half the price. I'll definitely ramp up the price in a few weeks. So if it's still on discount while you're watching this video, you gotta rush out to give ClickUp to Sheets a try. And if you're happy about it, subscribe. Now, thank you for watching this video. I hope ClickUp to Sheets saves you some time and makes your exports and your backups much smoother. I'll see you in another video. Until then, stay productive and try ClickUp to Sheets.